Welcome! This is the December monthly update from Flying Pig Games. In this update, I'm going to be covering a lot of really exciting stuff. You can find updates about Pipe Creek shipping and fulfillment. I'm going to update you about where 65 and Chickamauga are in the printing process. I'm going to update you on the Pledgemanagers also for 65 and for Chickamauga. I'm going to be talking about our channel updates with our video schedule for the remainder of the month and the year. And then I'm also going to be introducing our final Kickstarter for the year, which is Broken Logic. Make sure you stay to the end of the video so that you can see all of that really important information we have coming out for this Broken Logic Kickstarter. We already do have a pre-launch page open, and that is in the description below. So be sure that you follow that because like we always do, if you're one of the first 3 backers, you get the game for $1 plus shipping and all the stretch goals. So it's a really great deal. We're going to have a lot of really exciting stuff with this Broken Logic Kickstarter, a lot of Flying Pig first, just like we did with Chickamauga. So please make sure you check it out and follow that launch page so that you can be notified as soon as it launches and you can see all the exciting stuff we have on this Kickstarter. Thanks again for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, first, let's get into a couple channel updates. Thank you guys so much. The past few months have been really awesome, and honestly, the whole year has been really exciting for this YouTube channel, so thank you guys so much. I hope that this YouTube channel is giving back to you guys as much as I had intended it to, with a lot of information and a lot of resources for you guys as Flying Pig fans. So thank you again for contributing and commenting, liking, and subscribing, and sharing our videos and helping us grow so that I can put out more content for you guys. Okay, firstly, we are actually up to 1,111, that's 1111 subscribers, which seems to be a lucky number, and that's awesome. This is an update or an increase of 101 new subscribers since the last monthly update that I did. Last video I did in November, we were at 1,010. So now we are at 1,111, so an increase of 101 new subscribers. So thank you guys. It's really exciting to see the channel be so healthy and to see it grow. So thank you guys for contributing to that. So let's go ahead and talk about what we have for the whole month coming up. This week we have the first week of December. It's not the first full week, but still the first week. I'm doing obviously the monthly update. Next week, which is the second week of December, I'm going to be doing a TTS, which is a tabletop simulator playthrough with my dad of Night of Man, and this is going to be our 10th anniversary celebration. So like I've mentioned a few times before, this is the 10th anniversary of Flying Pig Games. We started in 2014, now it's 2024, and our first game that we came out with was Night of Man, which was the predecessor to the whole squad battle series like 65, 85, 95. So I'm going to actually be playing that on TTS with my dad, which is going to be really fun. Shout out to Uwe Beck, he's the best. He's always out there putting our stuff on TTS for us, and he's a great friend and an awesome play tester and gamer. So thanks, Uwe, for all of your help with TTS. Okay, for the third week, I'm going to be walking you guys through the Broken Logic Kickstarter, just like I did with Chickamauga. That was really well received, and I had a lot of comments from people telling me that it was really helpful, and it helped us be more transparent with you guys about all of the stuff that we have available for you through the Kickstarter. And we have some really cool graphics coming out, so I'm excited to show you guys that. So the third week is going to be the Kickstarter walkthrough and preview for Broken Logic. The fourth week, which is the week of Christmas, since my dad is going to be in town with me, we're going to do a long road playthrough in honor of Broken Logic. Broken Logic, for those of you who don't know, is the second expansion to the long road. And so Dad and I are actually going to be playing the long road together the week of Christmas, which I'm really excited about doing. And then this last partial week, we haven't totally decided what I want to do, if I want to do another December video or if I want to go ahead and jump into January. So I'm going to let that one ride for now before I make a decision on that video. But we're looking at doing a yearly recap of everything we've done this year and then just a preview of what we have coming up for the new year, which is going to be our best year ever. So that's all I have for the channel updates. Let's go ahead and move on to Pipe Creek. I'm just looking at my notes here if you see me looking down. So Pipe Creek is going to arrive in Miami on 12/15. This is according to our freight logistics manager, and this is just a couple days later than we originally thought, which we originally thought 12/8, and now we're hearing 12/15. Things happened, but it's relatively been a great process and on schedule. It's going to take a little bit more than a week for the games to go from Miami to Orlando in Quartermaster, and then to have it in stock and all of that kind of stuff, and have Quartermaster prepare all of the pre-orders. So we are shooting to have it begin shipping the first week of January, or at least early January. This is what I've heard from QML Quartermaster, and we're really excited to get these pre-orders out to you guys. So in order to prepare for this incoming shipment that we have of Pipe Creek, and to also ensure that we prioritize those of you who have pre-ordered, thank you very much for pre-ordering. We will actually be closing the pre-order page in our web store on Monday, December 9th. So that's 3 days from now. So this coming Monday, we're closing the pre-order page on the web store for Pipe Creek. So if you haven't ordered it yet, this weekend is going to be the last weekend for you to be able to get it at that discounted pre-order rate, because we're going to be closing that pre-order page on our web store this Monday. And this is going to ensure that everybody who has pre-ordered gets their orders first, because they pre-ordered and they are our priority in getting these out. So if you do want to pre-order Pipe Creek, this would be the last chance you have to get it at that discounted rate, and to be one of the first people to receive your Pipe Creek pre-order before we release it as an in-stock item in our web store. So by closing this pre-order page on Monday, December 9th, it's going to result in Pipe Creek temporarily being out of stock on the website until we fulfill the pre-orders. It will be back up on the web store at full MSRP, so not at the pre-order price, once the pre-orders have been fulfilled. So once we've already started shipping these in that early January, I will put the Pipe Creek page back up on the website, but it will be at the full MSRP. If you wanted to wait and get it then, that's totally fine. I'm just giving you a heads up that the pre-order page is going to be shut down on Monday. And if you want to get that discount, I think it's about $10 off, and you want to be prioritized with shipping, go ahead and order it this weekend. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the Rock of Chickamauga. So we're actually going to be sending the print files to the printer in the next couple days. How exciting is that? So fast. I'm excited to see this game in the flesh. So we're already discussing all of these materials with the printers. We've been discussing with him this week what we want done and all of that kind of stuff. So we're going to be sending the print files in this week. So just a little background info for you guys who don't understand the process or maybe aren't familiar with it. We will send those print files into the printer, and then he's actually going to send us back digital proofs. At that point, we're going to look them over, make sure everything is good, there aren't any errors, and then we approve it. And then once those digital proofs have come back to us and we approve them, that is when we give the green light to the printer to start printing. So I just wanted to fill you guys in on that process, but we are really close here. So we're sending them off to the printer in the next couple days. Really exciting. We're actually putting the finishing touches on the dice tower, which I'm really excited about, and apparently you guys were too, because we had a lot of orders for the dice tower. We're going to release what it looks like soon. It's going to be super cool. So like I said, we're putting the finishing touches on it, and we'll release what it looks like pretty soon, but we're not ready to do that just yet. All right, so now we're going to update on 65. I talk to my dad daily on the phone, and I would say at least every day he's done some type of work on 65, whether it is, just editing rules or anything. I mean, he is playtesting constantly with local playtesters, and it just works going really well on 65. So that being said, the finishing testing for kicking ass and drawn sword scenarios are pretty much done. They're pretty much finished. We're finishing it up right now. We hope to have the files to the printer in the next few weeks. So we're also in the home stretch of this game too. So our printer's going to be busy. All right, let's go ahead and move on to Pledgemanagers. So we have 2 Pledgemanagers running right now. We have one for 65 and one for Chickamauga. Starting with Chickamauga, just a reminder that the tentative closing date for the Pledge Manager is going to be mid-January. That might slip a little bit, but that's the plan for Chickamauga, is mid-January. We are at 85% of backers have completed their survey. For 65, the tentative closing date is January 1st. We might let it slip a little bit, There's no point in rushing you guys if we're sending the files in the next couple weeks. But right now we are up to 87% completion for surveys being completed for backers for 65. So please make sure to complete your surveys so that we can give you accurate information as quickly as possible. If you need help or if you haven't received your survey, I always say to double check your spam folder. And if you still don't have it, please reach out to staff@flyingpiggames.com. Something common that I see a lot is that some people use a different email than their primary email to back things on Kickstarter. I've been guilty of that, and then the survey comes out to that older email and you're only checking the new one. And I've seen that a few times with our customers, and it's really not a big issue. If you can send us your information at staff@flyingpiggames.com, we can go in and change that email for you so that now it's coming to the primary email address so that you're gonna get more up-to-date information and you won't miss any emails. And finally, I'm really excited to announce our final Kickstarter of 2024, which is going to be one of my dad's games, which is perfect since it's our 10-year anniversary, and this is Broken Logic. Broken Logic is the second expansion to The Long Road. The Long Road was designed by my dad. It is part of the Platoon Commander series, and it actually won the Best Sci-Fi Fantasy War Game of 2022 from the Charles S. Roberts Awards. The first expansion was Fatherland. Broken Logic is now going to be the second expansion. For those of you who aren't familiar with this world, it is from the Dark War series. There's a series of novels that were written to accompany this, and I know that we have some other fans who have written their own fiction to accompany this as well. I hope to feature them in a future video because it's some really, really cool stuff. It's one of the most creative worlds ever. It is 1985 World War III scenario, and not only is it 1985 World War III, but there's also all of these paranormal factions that come into play. So one of the main characters is a vampire, and she's just a really great character. You have typical infantry soldiers, you have lycans, you have a witch, you have who can summon the undead like zombies. And then Broken Logic brings in all of this really cool alternative weaponry, especially from the Soviets. So let me go ahead and read to you some of this really exciting Soviet weaponry. I think it just sounds so cool. So Soviet engineers have unveiled advanced weaponry that defies comprehension. Armored vehicles firing deadly energy spheres that ricochet into multiple targets. Sounds fun. T-72 tanks armed with colossal 135mm cannons, potent enough to obliterate enemy armor, even if they sometimes detonate from the sheer force of firing. Ooh, I love that chaos. And Russian 10-meter tall bipedal multi-weapon platforms. Kind of sounds like a mech, which is always exciting. Easy to target, but devastatingly armed. That can decimate a British tank troop in mere seconds. So that's only the beginning of some of the really cool stuff we have, and being able to play all of this out in a really crunchy, award-winning war game hex encounter system is just really exciting, and also just, I mean, it's just very creative to be able to fit all of that into a wargaming system like that. Okay, so let me get back to the Kickstarter stuff. It is going to launch on December 19th. That's Thursday, December 19th at noon. And it is going to run for 2 weeks. So it's going to run through the holidays to January 2nd, which is also a Thursday. It is going to run for 2 weeks, and make sure you follow that pre-launch page that I have in the link below. This is going to be really important so that you are notified, and you can also read some really cool information. We're going to be updating the pre-launch page as we go with some more really cool art and graphics that we have coming in the next couple days, actually. So you want to make sure that you keep checking that because it's some really, really fun stuff. I mentioned this earlier in the video, but make sure you follow the pre-launch page because the first 3 backers will get the game for $1. You do have to pay shipping, but you do get the game for $1, and you get all the stretch goals as well. There's going to be some really exciting stretch goals that I can't talk about just yet, but they're going to be really great. So just make sure you follow that pre-launch page so that you can be notified when we launch and go live. Like I said, it's going to start on December 19th, which is a Thursday at noon, and it's going to run to January 2nd, which is also a Thursday at noon. That's going to be a 2-week Kickstarter, which is what we typically do here at Flying Pig. Thank you guys for watching the December monthly update. Thank you again for keeping the channel so healthy and thriving. It is really exciting, and I'm very, very proud of it. Thank you guys for all of your support on all the Kickstarters we've done so far. We're really excited for this last Kickstarter of the year for Broken Logic. Thank you for 10 years of an awesome company and awesome gaming. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.